We now return to Let's Play Afterlife. And I've got some bad news. As you can see, heaven has been expanding, and it's been mostly making the large structures. However, I've reached a point where it's very similar to my SimCity 3000 Let's Play, and nobody is coming to heaven. We've got some other problems. For example, I left one of my training centers on, and was doing demonically fast for a while, and I now have 200,000 idle angels. That doesn't mean anything other than I am spending a lot of pennies on angels I don't need, and I am thus in debt. But it's not really because of the angels so much as it is that I'm not making any money off of souls. I have turned off bad things every now and then, which halves the soul rate, but that doesn't help because even when it's on, I'm not making enough money to, well, I'm not making money. I'm losing money. There just aren't enough souls. As you can see, we are in the year 13,544, and I only have 17 million. I'm making about 1,000 souls a year coming in, and that's just not enough to cut it. The vibe situation is pretty screwed up because I cannot get that fourth structure, and at this rate I am not going to, because 50 million souls is just not gonna happen at this point. The planet only has 168,000 embos on it. Let's talk about the planet though, because a few things have been happening. Oh, they've actually, I didn't even notice that, they expanded to the next continent. The New World. So the embos have been advancing technologically. Currently they are at weather control. They have climate control before that. Oh, one of them learned advanced golf? When did that happen? I don't remember that. The last message I got was something about gravity control. Yeah, this one has gravity control. They also learned medicine, philosophy, industrialization, aviation, navigation, boating, philosophy. Yeah. They've learned a lot. But as you can see, they are still relatively small in population, which is probably why we are not getting many souls, which is unfortunate. I don't know why they haven't been expanding. You can see their virtues, sins and virtues, are a little whack, and I actually had to influence the planet a couple times to get them angelic because they were starting to go demonic. And we can see there's a little bit of black over here, a little darker area over there. They were starting to have wars, which is not actually that bad, but because they are demonic, they would not be coming to heaven. So, yeah. This is pretty much screwed, is what I'm getting at. So, I have decided that, well, there's a few things I want to read first, because I think I've missed a few. Like this. The Karma Portal. No one knows how souls first discovered that traveling into the unpredictable energies of the Karma Portals caused them to be reincarnated. Perhaps it was the overzealous demon throwing a damned soul into the purplish energies in the hopes of inventing some new form of torture. Maybe it was an inquisitive angel trying to bring more joy to a blessed soul. In any event, once the souls began to realize that reincarnation was a possibility, the worms were effectively out of the can. Ever since that day, demons and angels have struggled to transport souls to these transdimensional doorways with varying degrees of success. Now, I'm not actually, the Karma Station has only been transferring 200 souls, so it's not a matter of temporary souls believing in reincarnation and leaving my afterlife. It's just, they are not coming, as we can see here. And, yeah. They're making about 10,000, but that's still not enough. Yeah, that's just not enough. And I've got way too many angels, but I'm just really struggling with these frontier structures, and balancing is always an issue. As soon as you go into demonic speed, demonically fast, it just unbalances everything. It is a pain in the ass. I don't think there's anyone left that I missed out on. So, because there is no possible way that I can win this way, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on demonically fast, and we'll run to the end. Okay, the birds of paradise. Cleans up. Ah, gravity goes bonkers. See, that only killed 1,000 embos. I mean, this is not gonna help. We have had a nuclear holocaust. Oh, the Senate approves a war resolution. I always like this picture, it's pretty cool. But only 500 embos died in that war. Now we're having losses. Another war. More gravity. It looks like when a couple bad things happen on the planet like that, it breaks it. Okay, this actually... I've discovered also that you can just sort of force it to evolve, well, force the generic zones to evolve. You don't actually have to balance them, because eventually they just fill up with so many people that it sort of rebalances itself. Not so much with the other generic, or the other... see, now an asteroid destroys more. It destroys 10,000. Oh, and now we got... Alright. Let me stop it. Yellow, there has been an incredible amount of yellow demand. Yeah, I guess I'll put it there. Not that it matters at this point. And how's my energy? Yeah, I'm still running out of siphons. I have tapped almost every rock I can that is attached to a river. And I am still out of energy. Oh, I don't think I've done the siphons. Heaven's ad infinitum siphon. The afterlife would quickly lose its appeal without a little touch of the infinite to keep souls constantly happy/sad. Without the infinite, severed limbs wouldn't grow back, that 403rd helping of apple pie wouldn't taste as good as the first, and souls would soon get bored with even the most pleasurable/painful of fates. Fortunately for you, the very fabric of the afterlife is interwoven with thin strands of the infinite, which are more than capable of charging the multiple paradoxes found in the typical afterlife, and that was the sound of a bird being evaporated. At least up to a point. You see, the ambient infinitum level in most afterlives just isn't high enough to soup up your rewards and punishments much past the halfway point. If you want to run a really snazzy afterlife, you'll have to add, or have to find some more infinitum. Enter the ad infinitum siphon. See those rocks scattered hither and yon about the afterlife? Those rocks are infinitely heavy, man. They're teeming with infinitum, just like waiting to be, or just waiting to be sucked up by ad infinitum siphons like this. And the rocks itself, no one knows who created these rocks or what they were thinking, but it'll take someone a lot more powerful than you to move them out of the way. Yeah. And we're still not powered? Oh, okay, now we are. Oh, there's one. Animal magnetism. Now this is a lesser one, I believe. It's only 3,000 souls. You'd be shocked if I told you how many blessed souls relish the thought of being reincarnated as an animal. Normally the afterlife doesn't work that way, but in the animal magnetism centers, souls do get to astrally project themselves into the bodies of animals, which is the next best thing. Unsurprisingly, the most requested animals are dogs and cats, but every 20 years or so there's an inexplicable run on duck-billed platypuses.
Some of Heaven's rewards have fallen under the dark influence of some spooky bad vibes to...
Yeah, well, that would be these,
C'est la vie.
that'd be these shit-on structures here. As we see, that causes a lot of problems. Oh, plague. Hooray! Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna fix this lost soul thing. Oh, God. 51,000 died of plague. There's only 200,000 souls left on the planet. Another plague. Oh, hey! That one actually forced itself into evolution. Fantastic. I wish the other ones would do that. Another war. Man, maybe... it's like every third one causes it to stick. Maybe we'll actually get the ending where there's no one left on the planet. What the hell is going on there, guys? Because there's just a lot of war up in that corner. Okay, come on. Okay, gravity control. Oh. Oh, man. I almost broke the game. Alright. Now, it is going to be a long time before we actually lose. Wait a minute, wait a minute. There's another one. Okay, this one. Oh, The Good Neighbor. I don't think I've actually read this one. In Heaven the Grass is... Oh, yeah, I have. But no, this baseball park here. The Seventh Heaven Stretch. In heaven, no one is picked last, and everyone eventually gets a game-winning hit, touchdown, basket, goal, or strike. It's actually going to be a long time before we lose. I'm almost at 20 million souls. Heaven gets the blues, but the fate structure actually made it disappear. It's getting the blues again. This time, I will not be so lucky. Now when it does this, it effectively shuts down everything. Oh, come on. It's the year 17,000. And we've only made 20,000 souls. Now see, in situations like this, it's almost better not to have this, because it'll just save a little bit of a corner here, and everyone will scream, hey, we don't have access to all this crap. Whereas if your entire afterlife gets covered in that, it all shuts down. So no one's coming in, but you're not losing souls or anything like that. There are no problems. The heaven, paradise, paradise. This is the worst. When it actually hits stuff. Oh man, this is gonna take out a lot. Yep, those dice are the equivalent of the Disco Inferno. So, I'm not going to try Heaven again, at least not by itself. I'll just continue on for now with the Hell Let's Play. And when that inevitably fails, I'll probably try another one with both realms going simultaneously, because I think a lot of what was going on here was that there were too few souls, or too few Embos, first of all. Holy crap, we lost 2 million souls. The planet is growing. Is it growing in, it's the New World colonies. It's the New World colonies that are doing it. Wow, look at that. They're moving on down to, other things, and, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how they got to advanced golf without me knowing about it. But they did. Oh well, we're almost out of money. It's the year 20,000. We are now in debt. Pretty soon, we are going to lose.
Well, your ineptness. The powers that be have declared your afterlife to be, and I quote, a complete and unmitigated ethereal disaster, and have sent the four surfers of the Apocalypso to wipe your ham-fisted handiwork from the face of creation. I'd like to say that it's been a pleasure, but that would be lying. On the other hand, demons always lie. So allow me to say what an immense personal pleasure it's been working with you. Alia?
Don't mind me, boss. I always get choked up saying goodbye.
I have seen this so many times and listened to this music. This music is really the only consolation you get for screwing up. So where are they? Oh, they're going over hell right now. Basically, the four surfers of the Apocalypso come along and wipe out everything. When they come back around to heaven here, they are, aha, okay. There. Okay. Surf's up, dude. Hang 10, dude. Okay, these are just Hell's Rivers, right. Let's see. Okay. So, the, four surfers each have a story. The first is Plague, Icko the Sicko. And when I opened the first can of wax, I heard as it were the noise of thunder. One of the four surfers saying, "Hey, pull my finger." And I saw, and behold, a white board. And he that rode on it had a bow, and a crown was given unto him. And they really screwed up his surfing, but he cared not, for he was a sick jerk who made people ill just by looking at him. I believe War is next. War, the Slash Man. And when I opened the second can of wax, I heard a second surfer say, "Get the frag out of my way, butthead." And there was another board that was red, and power was given to him that surfed it to take peace from the waves, and to split the curl with his mighty sword. And we have Famine, Fatty the Calf. And when he opened the third can of wax, I heard the third surfer say, "You gonna eat those fries?" And I beheld, and lo, a black board, and he that surfed on it had a pair of balances in his one hand, and a double bacon cheeseburger in the other. And the third surfer went forth, mooching all the food there was. And finally, Death, the big kahuna. And when I opened the fourth can of wax, I heard the voice of the fourth surfer say, "Death is like, just part of like the cosmic dance, And I looked, and behold, a pale board, and his name that surfed on it was Death, and heaven and hell followed with him. And he hacked through the gnarliest waves without emotion or thought, for lo, he was too stupid to live. Yeah. So, we lost. Yeah. It is so easy to lose. I'm not really sure how we got to that point, because I was doing pretty good. The soul rate just has not gone off. Let's look at the graph here. Wow. Well, it only goes back 10,000 years. We had a huge dip here. But as you can see, for over 10,000 years, it's been pretty level. Heaven's population was slowly rising, but not as drastically as it needed to. Only 14% of the Embos on the planet even believed in heaven. Just heaven. 74 believed in heaven or hell, so they were still believing in just the one, and 12% believed in both, heaven and hell. We've got 300,000 idle angels. Yeah. Okay, well, not much to be done here. I might also, along with the videos for doing cheats, I might also, holy crap guys, I might also do all the endings. I think that'd be kind of interesting. But,
Boss, you've slipped into debt.
If you're able to take out a loan, do it now.
it's a little late. Okay, well, hopefully things will go a little bit better next time. See you then.